Hello everyone, I'm going to continue the second part of the video, loans. Government actually has rolled out a few initiatives on loans. One is actually the temporary bridging loan. I believe some of you might know that temporary bridging loan is a very attractive loan, especially the interest rate now really low. I would say the last 10 years of my banking career, this is one of the lowest interest rate that I've ever seen. Some of the interest rate can be as low as 3% or even 2.5% effective from some banks. But however, it really depends on the credit perspective of the risk level of the business. So why is it so low? One, they actually have government risk sharing of 90%. It means government is willing to come in to take up 90% of the default risk of the SME loan. For example, if it's 100k, government is willing to come in. If there's a default of 100k, government is willing to compensate 90%. However, don't think that this is actually something very easy to get approval. I can tell you this is not the case. They are actually scrutinizing more cases because of the COVID situation. Many companies are not doing well. So in fact, there are also certain requirements that is mandatory to the credit. So with this, I think it's a very attractive loan that SME can tap on because of low interest rate. Secondly, right, this particular loan also have a new scheme SME can actually take on, which is the deferment of principal payment for the next 12 months. What it means is SME can actually opt for deferment, so you only pay the interest for the first 12 months, and only from the 13th month onward, you need to pay the principal and interest. So it helps the company to defray the high cost of repayment. However, do take note that the interest that you are paying overall is actually higher because the first year, right, basically you're only paying interest, so your principal is not reducing at all. So there's a pros and cons of actually having this deferment scheme. In a nutshell, it's a low interest rate scheme with a flexibility for you to only pay interest for the first year. The second loan that I'm talking about is working capital loan. The working capital loan is something many SME should know. It has been around for the last 3 to 4 years. Previously, we only have a limit of up to 300k. So now, during the budget, the government has increased it to 1 million. This is actually very good because 300k is really small for many companies now. Working capital loan interest rate has also been reduced from the past. Previously, it was 6% or 6.5% effective average for the banks. Now it has been reduced to 3.4%. Of course, the best would be the temporary bridging loan, where it's actually even lower than the working capital loan. So I would suggest you guys to actually take up the temporary bridging loan first. Then the second priority will be the working capital loan. The third one will be the trade loan. People might not know that for people who are doing trade, you are taking LC, letter of credit, banker's guarantee, trust receipt, and shipping guarantee, things like that. All those are form of trade facilities from the bank. So with the budget, right, government is actually increasing the limit of risk sharing from 50% to 90%. Same as working capital loan and temporary bridging loan. Our trade loan, has also been actually increased in terms of limit from 5 million to 10 million of trade limit. Previously, if you have a trade line with the bank, you might have only 1 million or 2 million, right? Now you can apply for a bigger line with the banks, and bank can actually give you a higher limit now at a lower rate. If you wish to have more information, you may actually check with us or check with your bankers for this trade loan. I think this trade loan is very important and it's very useful for people who does trading overseas, or even have a supplier that you want to pay. You want to pay your supplier upfront, then I think this trade loan limit will help. It also will help you to reduce your trade cycle. These are the 3 main business financing schemes that you guys can actually look at during this COVID season. I hope you guys really tap on to this and benefit from this low interest rate. That's the end of my loan introduction. Next, I'll be moving to the grant. Stay tuned.